guys, it is Nancy from Reactive. Oh, check this out. She wants to be YouTube famous. She wants to be in here. She doesn't really like the camera, but she sees that I'm doing something and she just wants to be a part of it. She doesn't give mommy kisses. Because I'm gross. Instead of a regular vlog, I am going to do a little more of an informational video for you guys about the topic of working out when you aren't feeling good. So basically, I thought about this topic because I woke up on Saturday morning, which today is Monday, December 12th. Let me just tell you, I have a serious cold. So it's been a few days. I feel like I'm getting better, but I wanted to bring up the topic about working out when you are sick. I know I haven't worked out since Friday afternoon and I am feeling like I'm losing all my gains. I feel like I'm gonna be weak at the gym when I come back, which in reality, that's what happens. But when you work so hard at the gym every day and you take a few days off and you make yourself have rest days, it just feels like torture. It feels like forever in a day. I wanted to bring up the topic about working out when you're sick. Should you or should you not work out when you're sick? So I want to read off an article that I found. I googled, should I work out when I have a cold? And it's very funny that on bodybuilding.com, they actually have an article specifically talking about should you work out when you have a cold. So I'm gonna read this article off to you guys. I will put a link in the description box so you guys can go back and read it for yourselves because I'm not gonna read the whole entire thing. So this bodybuilding.com article, the title of this is called, I Have a Cold, Should I Work Out? A recent study sponsored by the American College of Sports Medicine indicates that exercising moderately while you have a common cold doesn't affect the severity or duration of the symptoms. Basically, what they are saying is that working out while you have a cold isn't going to make your cold last any longer, and it's not going to make your cold any worse. So use your best judgment on this, but I'm going to continue on reading. They actually did a research at a university and they injected 50 volunteers with cold germs and studied them throughout the week. And it is pretty crazy that people are gonna actually let other people inject them with cold germs. But the study headed by Thomas G. Widener, I'm sorry, I'm gonna botch all these things up. Yeah, I'm botching them up, Trixie. I'm really botching them up. Okay. The study headed by Thomas G. Widener, PhD, Ball State University in Muniz, Indiana, not sure if I said any of that right, involved 50 moderately fit student volunteers who were divided randomly into two groups, exercising and non-exercising. Each volunteer was injected with the cold germs and tracked for a 10-day period. Okay, so the subjects all kept a daily log of physical activity. The exercise group worked out either by running, biking, or using a step machine for 40 minutes every day at no more than 70% of their maximum capacity, measured by a heart rate reserve. Upon completion of the study, after an analysis of exercise data, symptom severity, and actual mucus weight measurements, there was shown to be no significant difference in symptom severity or duration in the exercise group or in their inactive counterparts. The study revealed that exercising at a moderate intensity level does not intensify cold symptoms or compromise the immune system. It seems that a moderate level of intensity is not enough to alter an immune response. Reader beware, high-intensity exercise such as heavy weightlifting or high-intensity aerobic training has shown to have a negative impact on the immune system during a cold or respiratory infection. So basically what they're saying is that if you are working out at a moderate intensity, which is not like doing anything crazy, if you're going to do some cardio, do some body weight exercises, stuff that isn't going to push you to a heart rate level that is excessive, it is okay to work out while you have a cold. But they have some guidelines here. So if you have a runny nose, sneezing, scratchy throat, you can work out at low intensity levels. Now, if you have a fever, dry cough, sore muscles, vomiting, diarrhea, then it is not recommended. Resume more intense physical activity when cold or infection is gone. So I don't know about you, but if I was vomiting or I had diarrhea, I would not even think about leaving the house. I would stay home. Yeah, I don't even know how anybody would be able to drive themselves or have somebody else drive them to the gym if you have those type of symptoms. Just stay home, get better before working out, take care of yourself. I mean, it's serious, but it's not that serious. Let's start off by saying tissues are lifesavers. No brainer. Have tons of these on hand. I'm going through like a box a day. My nose is a faucet right now. Pretty gross. So have a bunch of tissues on hand. Another thing you should do is stay hydrated while you are sick. You know, even though you might not have an appetite and just putting anything into your stomach doesn't feel or sound good, you just have to keep hydrated. I know just blowing my nose all day and fighting off this cold, I'm losing a lot of fluids. So you need to replenish your fluids by drinking a lot of water. Drink plenty of water. I am also drinking a lot of tea. There is this peach honey tea that I got at Target. It has a little bit of caffeine in it, but it tastes so good. This is peach honey, organic white herbal tea. I've been drinking this throughout the day to keep me hydrated. It's really important to stay hydrated because you want to actually get the mucus out of your body. You don't want all of that junk sitting there in your throat, in your lungs, in your nasal passages. You want to get all of that out and get rid of it. So stay hydrated by drinking lots of water, lots of tea, even sip on some chicken broth throughout the day. Try to find one that's not very high in sodium. Try to get something that's lower in sodium. If you have a headache and your body is aching and you want to get rid of it, you know, there is a lot of over-the-counter stuff that you guys can take, but keep in mind that you need to watch out and read the directions on these labels. A lot of these cold remedies already have acetaminophen in it, ibuprofen, other pain relievers, so you don't want to overdo it. So right now what is really good for me right now is Alka-Seltzer. This one actually has aspirin in it. It has 325 milligrams of aspirin. It has stuff to decongest my nasal passages. It has stuff to help fight off the runny nose and the sneezing and all of that junk. So Alka-Seltzer is helping me right now. I am also taking ibuprofen for my headaches, but I try to space that out from the Alka-Seltzer because the Alka-Seltzer already has a pain reliever in it, but this just helps me with the severe body aches and headaches. And then right before bed, I have trouble sleeping. I think a lot of people have trouble sleeping when they are, you know, in a lot of pain, have a cold, being, you know, really annoyed by all the symptoms of having a cold. So, you know, there is NyQuil. Here is a different brand. This is like a generic brand that I got from Target. Same thing, it's basically NyQuil. It has acetaminophen in it for the pain. It has stuff for my cough. It has a nasal decongestion medication in there. And then it also has an ingredient to help me sleep. Like I said, read all the directions behind these medications. Don't overdo it on the medication. If you really are confused with the medications, I would talk to your own doctor about it. Ask somebody else that would be more knowledgeable. But let's all be safe and don't overdo it on the medication. Being really congested in the nasal passages, this is kind of my last resort. It may be a first resort for a lot of people, but you can decide to waterboard yourself and use the neti pot. You could get this at any drugstore. Make sure when you're using the water that you put in here that it is sterile. It is distilled or it is boiled water that is lukewarm temperature. The temperature dropped down to lukewarm when using this, because using just regular tap water or any type of water and putting it in here and then putting it up in your nose can cause infections. There's some scary stuff on the Discovery Channel when people put stuff up their nose and they don't sterilize it. You get huge amoebas up in your nose and you die. So nobody wants that to happen. But anyways, you can use a neti pot, put it in one nostril at a time, tip your head, and the water will come out the other side. But that's a whole nother video. I'm not going to show you this because that's just crazy to show you guys. But cleans up your nasal passages. So I would recommend this if you are super congested and nothing else has worked. You can waterboard yourself with a neti pot. And then another thing is wash your hands frequently, especially when you live with other people. Just be courteous, cough into a Kleenex. Just be courteous, cough into a Kleenex, cough into your sleeve, sneeze into your sleeve. Constantly wash your hands, just be mindful of others. Just because you're sick doesn't mean you need to get everybody else sick. So there you have it. At the end of this, it is your call if you want to go to the gym while you have a cold, but me personally, I'm staying home. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was a little bit more informational for you guys and helpful in some way. If you guys have any questions, leave a question in the comment boxes below. Please like my video. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff like this. And happy holidays, and I'll see you guys next time.